Hey guys, it's Michelle from Scrap Secrets and welcome to another crafty video. So we're just quickly going to go over some stuff that I am working on. If you saw the video before this, you saw that I'm cleaning the craft room. You got a little bit of a sneak peek of the new some of the new organization that I've done, and you saw what my challenge was for myself in 2019. So I'm going to show you some of the items that I'm going to be using in this challenge. So the first card up that I'm going to do for this new challenge is a Valentine's Day card. So I went through my stamps, and normally I would just pull like all MFT stuff, probably because I have 4 entirely full boxes of MFT stamps, and I probably should start on a 5th one because it's hard to pull stamps out of there. So I'm not going to use anything from MFT for right now because I feel like my other stamps don't get love, and I bought them for some reason, so I might as well use them. So I pulled from Lawn Fawn, Mama Elephant, Simon Says Stamp, and Concord and Ninth. So I'm going to show you guys real quick what stamps I pulled, and then we'll get started. And I think I know what the first card I'm going to do is. It's probably the last stamp set I'll show you guys. So the first one is this really old stamp set from Lawn Fawn. I've definitely used it before on Valentine's Day cards, but I think it's been years. So I think I'm going to do it again, and it's called Science of Love. Super cute, and I have the dies that go along with this. I now know how to use Copic markers a lot better, so hopefully I can color in the little birdies this time with Copic markers and do something cute. Now this Mama Elephant stamp set that I pulled out, I don't know if I'm going to use this for the cards. I may use this to personalize them, but I really pulled it out because I'm working on a project for my 5-year-old niece. I never finished her first year scrapbook. The twins, I haven't even started on theirs. Like, I put their pictures in, and Nora's, I don't even think I printed the pictures out yet. And then I have my new niece, who will be born either the end of February or the beginning of March, and she's due in March, but the other one was early, so I think that this one will probably be born in the end of February. But I haven't done, obviously, that's probably gonna be her 10th birthday before I get that. So I want to start doing that kind of stuff. So I want to finish up Bitsy's one, who's the 5-year-old. So I bought these out to do that. That was a long explanation just for that stamp set. And sorry, that stamp set was Block Party Letters. And then I have the Favor Bag add-on dog. So I think that was really cute to kind of do like puppy love, like little dogs, and the girls love all kinds of animals. I also have a cat one that I probably will do for one of my nieces, and that's the Favor Bag add-on dog. So that's it for Mama Elephant. The next is Simon Says Stamp, and I must have years and years ago, there must have been like a clearance on, I'm pretty sure there was clearance on the Valentine's Day stamps, because I got a bunch of the Valentine's Day ones, and these are pretty old because I know that I don't really order from Simon Says Stamp anymore, because they always charge for, no matter how much you buy, they always charge for shipping, and that just really bugs me for some reason. Like, I'll spend $100 and something, but then don't ask me to pay $5 for shipping. So actually, I think it's more than that. I know they'll give you like a $5 off, but the shipping's like $8 usually. So I don't really like that. I know that it's only a couple bucks you have to pay, but it just bothers me. I don't know. Does it bother anybody else? Like, when you buy in a massive quantity, shouldn't at some point shipping be free? Most companies do that, but not Simon Says Stamp. So anyway, I didn't want to talk badly about them, but that's just one of the reasons I haven't bought from them lately. Anyway, let's get back to this. So this one is called Objects of Love. So they have really cute things, but these were all bought a long time ago with the exception of one of these ones. So this one is Inside and Out Sayings, and some of these could possibly be used for a Valentine's Day card. The next one is Apothecary Labels. Thought this one would be cute. On a scale from 1 to 10, you're an 11 when it comes to being awesome. Forever my friend. Because one of the things that I'm challenging myself with, exception to in addition to the previous videos challenge, is to make cards and then also send them out, because I'm terrible at that. I do make a lot of cards and then they sit around. So I want to do birthday cards, Valentine's Day cards, Easter cards, things like that, and start getting into the habit of mailing things. Because why even bother to make things if you're not going to send them to people or give them to people? Okay, so this next one is Labeled with Love. So cute. The little images, again, more Copic marker coloring. This is called Hey Sugar. So these are sugar cookies. The girls love sugar cookies. So I think that I'm also going to bring some of these over to my niece's houses, or not their houses, but the places where their parents' houses. And we can make some Valentine's Day cards too with these. This one is Chalkboard Love. So I love these cute sentiments, and I love how there's a mixture of fonts here. And that also brings me into another point, and what I'm going to try to do is mix and match stamps from different companies, because I like that, you know, certain companies have certain styles of design and stamps. You can merge those things and make it look like it's from the same company, but there's kind of like tricks to doing it. You can't try to make it look like you're matching up the fonts to try to be the same, because that'll never work. You need to do something like a block font with a scripty font and stuff like that, and then you know, objects that kind of sort of go together, like I did for one of the Christmas cards. I know I did an MFT one mixed up with a Sunny Studio stamp, so I'm going to try to do something like that. Okay, so then back to the stamps. This one is one that I just got in the last haul, the Christmas one, and this is called Deco Borders and Corners. I think this was a Black Friday sale, and I believe this was one of the free ones. Like if you bought a certain amount of money, they would you got a certain stamp set for free, or one that you, or things that you could choose from. And this is what I picked. And then there's this love you, and then adore, and some little icons on here that I think would be nice, and then possibly like these to go in the corners or borders. So cute stamp set. So that's it from Lawn Fawn, Mama Elephant, and Simon Says Stamp. So let's get into the major ones, and this is from Concord and Ninth. So some of these have coordinating dies, and I've pulled some of them. I just quickly went through the stamp sets and just tried to pull what I could find, but I know some of them have a die set as well that's still over there that I just haven't pulled yet. So this is the Cuddles and Hugs stamp set. I know that the Hugs, I definitely have a Hugs die to cut this out. Super cute. And then the Quintessential Hearts, because it's Valentine's Day. So this is the Turnabout stamp set. If you guys haven't seen the Turnabout stamps, go over. I have a video in showing how to use it, how to create a jig. But go over to Concord and Ninth's website, or I don't know if it's on their website, but I know it's on their YouTube channel. They posted it today. Such exciting news with Turnabout stamp sets. They're coming out with a Learn to Turn kit, which gives you a bunch of different things, so you'll be able to use these a lot easier, because real quickly I'll show you guys. This is stamped 1, 2, 3, and 4 times. This is the jig that you used to have, or the way you used to have to set up your stamp, and if you look on the back, there's a big X on it. You used to have to set up a jig and do all this stuff, and then I had one for each of them, because ink would get on all over the outside of it, and you could have laminated. There's a lot of things you could have done. So anyway, if you go over and look at my other videos for the Turnabout stamps and how to use them, I'll show you, that shows it to you. But with this kit, it's going to make this a million times easier. It's going to make it so foolproof to line things up, because there are now Turnabout stamp sets where you stamp the image and then there's a word. When you turn it, the word lines up perfectly, and it should line up perfectly if you've done everything correctly within the within an image. Super cool. So I'm so excited about this new Learn to Turn kit. And again, I don't work for them, but I just really tend to love their stuff. This is the Hearts and Loves dies. So you can see I've already cut out a couple of them in the back, and I will probably be using them for cards just because I'm using up everything that I have. So this is the Love You So dies, which have never been used, which will be used by the end of this. These next two, 3 have not been used, all dies. Mixtape dies. I have the the coordinating stamp set for that. This one is the You Are My Happy dies. I just adore you and you're my happy. So that'd be really cute for the front of a card or the sentiment on it. And then this one, the nice you that's here. And then you can use these hearts in the middle. You can put the hearts in the middle of it and have 3 hearts cut out of it. You can cut a heart out of the middle of the O, like the middle of the circle. And you can use these on backgrounds. And the next 2 are kind of also for the scrapbook page, but I also thought that it would be nice for putting somebody's name on a card. These are super cute. So this is the Bold and Brush uppercase and Bold and Brush stamp set. Okay, this next one is the Monogram Heart stamp set. So if you guys remember, if you saw the haul video from this, I bought the whole entire monogram set, the whole entire monogram set, and I've used several of the letters so far, and I'm trying to be a little bit better about it. I'm going to make card sets out of them, or I want to make card sets out of them, but I thought I would pull this one out because, again, Valentine's Day, cute, you can put a little sentiment in there, and this is what it's going to look like. You stamp this in a background color, and then these little pieces here all fit in nicely right here, so you can have a multicolored floral all around, and each letter, and there's all the letters, and then an ampersand, and then the heart, and there's some words too, I believe. Or no, there were bundles that made words. But so anyway, so you can create banners with this, like a Mr. and Mrs., which is what the ampersand is for. The heart in there, you can create hearts on either end of it, things like that. So these are, each letter or sign has a different set of flowers and things. So super cool. The next one was a free gift. This is the Love and Hugs stamp set. So of course you can use a lot of these images in the background or as a little sentiment or word bubble like this above a character. If you were doing like a little, any of the characters from before and just put a little word bubble above it, so cute. This one is the Best Mail Ever stamp set. Let's be cute for the envelope or the back of the card. Here is the Mixtape stamp set, the coordinating stamp set to that die before. Clearly never used. These and the next 3 were never used. Okay, so this is the Love You So, which there was a coordinating die for this. Really, really cute. Love this. So you can actually stamp these within here. You can stamp this as kind of like a line in the middle of it. So you can do a 2-tone. You can do the same thing with down here. You can stamp this in a light color and then stamp the dots over top of it so you can get a 2-tone look. Like if you did a light pink with a dark pink, or a pink and then a red with these dots, and then you could do, like a medium tone pink in there with the lines. You could do the solid, or you can stamp it the solid part in there. There's so many different things you could do with this. The next one, again, I pulled this because I didn't know if I was going to use this on the scrapbook page or to address envelopes or put somebody's name on something. But these are the Perfectly Penned stamp set, which is really, really pretty font. So it comes with an uppercase, a lowercase, and then shows you how the lowercase is connected, and then the sans serif font. So it comes with 2 different types of fonts, one scripty, one not scripty, and then in the scripty font, you'll see here the 2 R's. So this is if your letter this one is if your letter has a loop before, a line before it. So like the E, if you were doing ER, you can do E, and then this line will line right up to here to create this part of the R. But if you were using it with an I, right? Yeah, if you were doing R, wait, hold on. No. What would that, I'm trying to see if you were doing IR, sorry. If you're doing like IR with something with a line after it, you could just put that right there. And then this one would be if you were doing like an A, that there wasn't a loop in the beginning of it. So that would be like R and then A. So that part would connect right to the top of the A. Sorry, my mind was a little backwards. So there's that one. This one is the one that I think I'm going to do the first Valentine's Day card with. And this is called Stripes and Saying Stamp Set. So Really, really pretty background. I'm definitely going to be using the Misty with this so that I can get a nice stamped impression. So what's nice about this is these stripe in between the stripes, you can use these hearts, or you can use the dotted. This is a dotted line, right? This is a double dotted line. It fits right within these borders right here, so like that blank space there. So I think what I'm going to do is a tone on tone, possibly a red cardstock with some red ink that up, and then do a pink heart down here, so like a dark pink. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Ooh, or there's some other ideas, so I'm going to try to use this one first. I'm going to work on that tonight as soon as I end this video, so I'm going to go. But I want to thank you guys for coming along and looking at the supplies that I'm going to be using in my Valentine's Day cards, and suggest that this is how I'm going to start going about making cards. Is I'm going to go through my stash and I'm going to pull all of these stamp sets that I think I can use for that, so that I kind of have a basis idea. Because for me, it's very, very difficult when I'm looking at all of the stamp sets that I have and I'm like, I get paralyzed. There's too many choices. So I figure if I just take some time, take 10-15 minutes, go through the stamp sets that I have, pull what I think is going to be relevant and narrow it down, and just use mainly these, or at least these, to start the ideas off, it helps me. I did that for Christmas and it really, really helped narrow down things for me. And then I had them in a bin, and then I also went through, and once I had designed the idea, I put that stamp set to the side. Not that I couldn't use it again, but I knew that I used that for the main part of my card, or I used part of it for a card, so at least I had used that. I'm trying to use up my stuff. That's one of the mottos for 2019. Use the stuff you have. I'm trying not to buy everything, even though after I just told you guys I was going to buy the Learn to Turn kit, but that's something that's different. I'm trying to stop buying if I have fox stamps already and a company comes out with an adorable fox stamp set. Do I really need a third or fourth fox stamp set? Probably not. So I'm really trying in 2019 to be more cautious about what I spend my money on, and maybe instead to go get another Copic marker or things like that, instead of just buying something that's slightly different. Because I noticed that Sunny Studio Stamps, one of the images that they came out with, I'm like, I have that. It was a birthday cake, and I'm like, I feel like I have that same one in another stamp set, so I don't want to buy that again. So I'm really trying to be more cautious of that. We'll see how that works out. I mean, it's only January. You guys should hold me accountable once you see my hauls. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have comments or questions about anything that I discussed in this video or any other videos, please leave a message below or on that video, or private message me and I will get back to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Bye!